What's going on, Legion? As really like always, and we got some PlayStation, Spider-Man, just the good old stuff, right? I mean, I'm not a big PlayStation fan anymore, but I mean, everybody thought that this was going to be like the Negative Man, right? Or whatever his name is. Sure, it's the Negative Man. And it ends up being the Sinister 6. I don't think anybody was prepared for that, unless maybe you read about it, it was leaked or whatever. As someone that doesn't try to look for spoilers or leaks, that was a huge revolution. We'll discuss it. I've checked out E3. I'm sure a lot of you have had. I'm just re-going over a lot of the stuff, checking it out. And, if I'm going to be talking probably through some of it. So if you want to check out the Unencumbered with me trailer, link down below. But this is just kind of us going through it together and pointing out things that we see. So let's go. Check it out. See what it's all about. Let's hope it's good. PlayStation. Only on PlayStation. Ain't that cute? The raft.
The raft is secure, but I can't reach them over radio. Their comms must be down. What's your status?
What's your status?
Already here. Yuri?
I mean, I'm still not a big fan of the white in the suit, but it works. It kind of looks like
Maybe
bone almost on his arms.
Love the optimism. But in my experience, when it looks bad, it's usually worse. Look out!
What up, Electro? People calling him the Shocker. I'm like, eh. Hey, there's a similar color scheme going on, doesn't it? But he's not.
I'm slipping!
Gotcha. Hold on!
Yeah, this is great. You can't fuck this. Well, you could, but they're not. This is just good, man. Spider-Man and a good Spider-Man game? That's insane. A lot of people compare this to the Batman combat.
You okay?
Now, I was going to say something that would be really unpopular.
Welcome to the park!
I like this.
Just in time
His
for the
logo
fight.
is his scars. That's awesome. I was going to say that Spider-Man's better than Batman. And the reality about that
Why is he letting everyone out?
I'll head to the main
is
control center and see how bad the situation is.
Batman in
Got
comics
it. I'll go join the party.
is better. Because he's just epic.
Everyone just
Spider-Man
quietly go back into your
in
cells and lock the
animation
door behind
form,
you, okay?
I like more. Spider-Man in a game, I think, is better than a Batman game. So, because Batman is one of the founders, pretty much, of DC. It's one of the pillars. Superman, Batman. And a lot of people are comparing the combat, and I'm saying, in video game form, I think a Spider-Man character is better than a Batman character.
Like fish in a barrel.
Case in point.
That doesn't sound good.
I mean, I could give a What's up, Rhino?
Oh, hi, Rhino.
I give a shit about all Batman villains except for the one. You know who he is. Maybe a couple others.
Surprise. What is he talking about?
But, like, the villains for Spider-Man
Hey, what's your status?
and
Me?
his connection
Trapped in
to
prison with every criminal I've put away in the last 8 years.
Daredevil and Wolverine
Electro must be
and
working
everyone
for
else,
someone.
the Avengers,
This is too good to be true.
Scorpion, one of my
Scorpion,
favorites.
Can you hold on a minute? I was in the middle of a phone call and it was business.
I'm really a big fan of Scorpion. You guys ever watch or read Ultimate Spider-Man? Where all those like other villains were kind of like clones of him. Scorpion was
Electro, Rhino, and now Scorpion are all on the loose.
a clone of
What's
him.
going on in the rest of the prison?
Camera system's almost up. I'll give you a sit rep soon.
Okay. I'll
One
get
of the
back to
other
my call.
Spider-Mans was a female Peter Parker. That was pretty crazy. I mean, the environment looks great too.
Come on, Spider-Man. I thought this was a chase.
Gotta stop this guy.
Oh, dude. The only reason why that guy's not such an epic god is because he's a dumbass. Like, dude, look at this lightning. It's so good. Look at the water. And, dude, you're just interacting with all the stuff falling and crashing and dying.
On that offer.
It's so good, man. They've done this Spider-Man right. They've done him good. Except for maybe his costume a little bit, but I'm cool. Now,
Gotcha.
where's Vulture? There he is. the failure of the group.
Long time no see. We're going to have so much fun.
Sorry, no time to talk.
Never catches a break. And the old Spider-Man, the 64 one, I had it. I have it somewhere.
Okay, I got the security cameras back online.
When you beat the game, or I think enter codes, you get different Spider-Man skins with different abilities. If you could give it different skins after beating this game, and they could have different abilities maybe, and maybe a little different story, that'd be awesome. Best Spider-Man game, best game.
I have to go. Some of them are heading into the city.
This is nuts.
I think this is probably my favorite part of the trailer. One of them. What up? Yeah, dude, oh, it looks so good. Doesn't it? The movement when he's like... I like it. It's not so... Like a lot of times they use the physics of just hovering, like flying, like a Superman or something, where any character that can fly, he just kind of like does like a lot of that. He just does a lot of this. Like some characters that were like gods were portrayed that way as well. But his lightning isn't him moving; it's just the energy pushing him, which I like.
Dashing. Where'd you get it?
It's an exclusive club.
Now, something that blew me away was that the Negative Man, or whatever, wasn't the leader here. He says something. If you didn't hear him, listen. Right here.
Remember, he said not to kill him.
He said not to kill
In
him.
fact, we don't have to do this
I
alone
thought he
if
was
you
going to
don't
be the
want
main villain. And then when these guys came in, Sinister Six, I thought he was going to be the leader of it. Not so much. Some naive people, I think Tony Stark makes an appearance at the end of this video, and he doesn't. I think it's the one we all think it is, and if they change it up, that's just even cooler.
You?
Let's see if we can hear that again.
Wait. You?
Oh, come on. I swear we heard the fucking the goblin wing, right? The hover thing that he flies on. And then but you hear the growl. Like almost like it wasn't like we all know the standard Green Goblin. A suit, a man. We know the ultimate Green Goblin, which is an actual, inhuman looking thing. It's wings and creates fireballs. It sounded like we heard the glider, but we heard a animal kind of noise, whether it was like carnage or probably not venom. God, I hope it's not Venom. I'm sick of actually seeing Venom in all things. I've never been the biggest fan of Venom. I like Carnage more. But it sounded like we heard technology and an animal. Now, it could be something completely different, which I would be excited to see. If it was the Hobgoblin, that would be... Because I've always loved the Hobgoblin. He was fucking awesome. In some way, he was like an alien, I believe, in one adaptation, or he was like... It wasn't a suit or whatever. He was like possessed. Or I forgot what his specific story was, because you don't see him very often. I haven't read up on him in a long time, but he wasn't just the normal. He was like some weird fucking thing, which that was really cool. Now, if they have something where it's like the badass ultimate Spider-Man's Green Goblin with like a Carnage skin or something, that's just you're jumping the shark. You're going way over, I think, but it's still going to be cool. I think it's going to be some weird version of Green Goblin, most likely. Like I said, if they do change it up, I'm down. Are we going to see Miles Morales, the fucking other Spider-Man? Because they've really just... Not only is this animated movie coming out featuring him, but he was so popular that they kind of said, oh, you came here from the other universe to kind of help out Spider-Man, and now you're just kind of here. They gave him a reason to stay. They just made it cross. He got stuck here. That's the end of it, and that's how it was. Are we going to see... So they're taking that liberty. We saw Miles in the very first Spider-Man trailer as just a normal civilian. So it's some part through the thing he's going to get bit. We're going to witness him become Spider-Man. Or is he already Spider-Man? Is there a story for, like I said, different dimensions thing? Doubtful. It looked like he was just a normal kid here. And if they are taking that kind of liberty, if this isn't like Miles' doppelganger, where it's just normal Miles that never becomes Spider-Man and the other universe's Miles does, that's kind of cool. I think that's a cool little nod. And other than that, if they do take the liberties with other dimension or Miles becoming, are they going to have Gwen Stacy as, Shadow Spider? What is it? Ghost Spider? I forgot her name. Is she going to be in this? Are we going to see anybody else? It's a Sinister 6. And I actually don't know if the Spider-Man just has a normal Spider-Man title. I haven't really looked in to see if this was like the ultimate kind of world or if it's standard world just with their own spin. I haven't really paid that much attention or looked that much stuff up. Other than that, there's just a million things to think about. I'm down. I love it. And with that, I think I'm going to get out of here. So thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. I'll see you on whatever video I'm doing next. Later, guys.